3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Welcome to the Dennis and Andy Show Monday edition. Man, Dennis and I were at South Carolina Comic-Con over the weekend, and it was only a 2-day show, but I got to tell you, we're going to give a full rundown of it on Friday. We're not doing it today because we have guests. We have a guest on Wednesday, so Friday we'll give a full rundown of it. But I tell you what, I'm beat. I'm freaking tired as hell.
My gas tank was on empty last night when we got back, but man, was it worth it. It was great seeing everybody, a pretty much wide open show. You know what? It kind of felt like a little bit back to normal. Kind of enjoyed the hell out of it. We got a lot of pickups, a lot of cool stories, but we're going to do that on Friday because we got a packed week.
That's right, we do. And yeah, like Dennis said, I'm still exhausted. And it's funny too, because at night, it's not like we went out partying and stuff. We were back in the room by like 10:30 every night.
Dude, we're old. We're old. Listen, you can say it. They know it. They see us on here.
God damn it. Why do you don't say that? I'm young at heart, but feeble of mind. Oh, well. All right. Well, moving on. Let's bring on our guest for the night. We've got Anthony Figaro. And I go with just Marcus because I'll butcher the last name.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. It's Polish, so you know it's all good.
Yeah, I've known this cat for like 15 years. He still can't pronounce my name properly, so it's all right.
Well, you know, Dennis had a hard time with mine for a while, so
yeah.
I finally just said, just call me Sweetie Pie. It's
a
easier.
tough one. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
It's French.
He's like Smith. I'm like Smythe. Why is it so hard?
Because you were related to Patty.
My last name is Sith. It's a silent M, Dennis. Just think of Star Wars, and you'll get it.
Yeah. It's Norwegian, man. You know.
That's right. That's right. So guys, how's it going?
Going good, brother. Going good, man. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. I want to have you guys on, talk about the campaign because I know you're. What do you got? How many days you got left in it now?
12, 13?
12 or 13.
12.
It
12
seemed
days.
it seemed like the last 4 days. Like it just seemed like yesterday it was 17.
Yeah.
And then like I ain't bullshitting you. It seemed like I must have looked at it, and the next thing you know, it was like 13, and I was like, oh, okay. And then now it's 12. Jesus.
No, I've had this asked to me. So, is this your first 30? Like, are you going to?
I hear you.
Did you do 30 out of the gate or 60 or what? What you guys do?
We did 47. You know, we did 47. Yeah,
you threw a dart. And you were like, we're going to hit a number between 1 and 6.
Here was the theory. We started like midway through March. Mm-hmm. So we figured, well, we'll do the rest of March and all of April and whatever that winds up being. Yeah. That's good.
So will you extend it to get to the full 60 or will you just put it in demand?
Can you extend it?
Well, as long as you've got 60 days you're allowed to do. So whatever the difference is, you could extend it for that amount if you want. So like I did 45 on mine. And
then you extended it 15?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, this motherfucker. Oh my goodness.
So, I think last time we talked to you guys, you were just getting ready to launch this, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. And then we launched.
How's it doing?
It's doing
good.
I think, yeah, man. I mean, it's not, it's not close to the million yet. We're like, we're gaining on, 500,000, but the million's still kind of out of the out of the
Yeah,
batch.
we were hoping for that first 24 hours. Like, we were hoping to crack like 250,000, but
Yeah,
didn't work out that way.
but it happens. It happens.
Well, you save that for volume 2.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right, exactly. And when you do it all at once, when you first come out, you give them a little taste, and then you bring it in.
Justice City Chronicles 2, Wrecked Planet. There you go.
That's right.
That's the
Everybody
key.
throws that on as their title just to see what happens.
Right.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad it's going well and stuff for sure.
It is.
If you want to share it so we can show people, and I've got the link for it in the description below. So if people see it and they want to just click on it, they can to go contribute and stuff and get it. And then we can go over it and give everybody a refresher of what it's about and stuff. Oh, feels like I got something in my eye besides my eye.
Yeah, my daddy was always good for that. I'm like, dang, I got some in my eye. He's like, what is the eyeball? I'm like,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it's that old thing. You go to the doctor. Where does it hurt? Or why does it hurt? When I do this. Well, stop doing that.
All right. Yeah.
Or as I like to tell my daughter,
When I think of that.
if my daughter complains like, oh, my arm hurts, I'm like, well, I can fix that. She's like, how? I said, I'll just punch you another one.
Right. You'll stop thinking about
You'll
it.
stop thinking about it. I'll step on your foot real hard.
You're
Many
nice.
ways to take your mind
You're
off
a-
that arm.
You're a nice guy.
I'm a nice
because
guy.
I don't even give them the option. They go, oh, my arm's hurting. Really? Pow! Oh, is it still hurting? No.
But my head does.
My leg.
My dad's ism was, if everybody else jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge? And I'd be like, you'd be surprised at my answer.
That's
Will it stop my arm from hurting? Possibly.
What's it? How high up is the bridge, and is there money involved? That's the question. That's always the question. Is there coin involved?
The $64 million question.
That's right.
How we looking over there, Mark?
It's giving me a problem.
Come on, man.
What?
This is my tech guy. That's why I even keep you around.
And I think he's got the good computer.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Man, you're embarrassing me, Mark. Jesus.
Wow. That's how it's going. Okay. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Hey,
I feel like you got thrown under a bus.
because
Then
it's
he drove
you.
over. Then he backed over you again. And then he did a break stance on your face. And then he
Ooh,
continued.
look at that.
Like, oh, beautiful.
I got you.
There we go.
All right.
I got you.
Beautiful.
Don't you worry. And I realized last week I forgot that I can blow the screen up with the little Control Plus key. See,
That's
learning
cool.
all these things that I forgot
I like
about
that.
from my youth.
Mm.
Look at that. You
Yes.
guys are kicking it. 303% funded, 135, 12 days, like you said. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
No, that's cool. And I know you guys will be going in demand after because everybody does. Be dumb not to. So that's cool.
Yeah. We're trying not to leave any money on the table here. So
No.
Never leave money on the table.
You got it. You just got to get it out there and build it and stuff. So if you build it, they will come.
That's the rumor.
So which one of you two guys are going to do the pitch as I scroll?
do you have that pitch, the new pitch?
Or do you want me to play the video?
I do.
can
Play the video first. Play the video first, and then we'll do the little pitchy pitch. Oh, I don't. There you go. Hit the button.
Boom. Cool.
Tell him why you're laughing, Mark. Tell him
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, I heard you
Because-
snickering.
We did this stream a while ago. What was it? Morning roast.
Yeah.
And it got into this whole story about Dot's Diner in Louisiana, right? And,
Yeah.
and the lady Dot, she talks like this.
Like
So,
she talks like this. This is how she talks. She says, "It's Dot's Diner. Welcome to Dot's. It's not your mama's, but it's always fresh at Dot's Diner." That's how she talks.
I'm glad she added on at Dot's Diner.
Yeah.
It's not your mama's, but it's always fresh.
Fresh at Dot's Diner.
So we were cutting up about Dot, and we had Anthony doing all kinds of stuff, and they wanted to play the trailer again, but this time the trailer went up and Anthony narrated the trailer as Dot.
Oh.
So now every time it gets to the point where it says this is his time, I just picture it in Dot's voice,
Right.
And it cracks me up.
Yeah. So we were gonna cut one, because it's something to behold. But yeah, so we basically ruined it for ourselves. So every time we watch it, that's all we can hear in the background is Dot going, "This is his story in his time," and and it just so we laugh, and
That's
we got to
funny.
tell everybody why we're laughing. So
No, I get it. That's funny. You should do one that way.
I know we should. I tell you what, if Marcus extends the campaign for the full 60 days, I'll do a trailer for the last, what is it? 12, 14, 14? Is it 14?
Something like that. 14
Anyway,
days.
14 days. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
It'd be like the Dots extended edition.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Well, Justice City Chronicles is a story about a boy named Nero, and Nero basically he's a little boy and he grows up in the slums of a post-war world, and he gets found by this great hero Colton Finn. Colton Finn takes him and adopts him. He kind of raises him as his own, and so Nero he wanting to prove that he is worthy, wanting to prove himself, becomes obsessed with becoming a great warrior, just like his adopted father. And he trains at the Citadel to become one of the legendary elite peacekeepers known as the Praetorians. However, on his first assignment, which is a routine peacekeeping mission, it gets turned upside down when their transport ship is attacked. And so now Nero finds himself in the middle of an assassination plot that threatens to plunge the world back into all-out war. And so the story, basically, the heart of it is can he ascend to the legendary status of his father and stop the impending bloodshed? Or will he succumb to his greatest fears, which is that he is still that discarded little boy lost amongst the trash and let all those he loved be crushed by the war. And so that's the heart of the story.
That's cool. And I assume that's him, the main guy,
Yeah.
Nero, and this is his adoptive type father right here.
Colton, yeah.
Yep. That's cool. 80 pages, man. You guys are putting it in.
You got to, man.
Yes, sir.
You got to, when you're out there competing with greats like Andy Sith and things like that, it's tough, man. It's tough, you know what I mean? You got to put the work in, man. Shit.
No, dude. I mean, it looks good. That's cool. That's cool looking.
It's all right. The writing portion of it's better, I think.
Oh.
Well, you suffer from you do suffer from a disease of perception, so it's okay. Just slide on that one.
This is awesome. The Captain's Club.
Yeah, man. That's show him the if you don't mind. I think you got the boxes, don't you, Mark?
Oh yeah, I'll full screen you. Anything you guys got you want to show, do it.
Ooh,
Damn.
Yeah, that's the boxes.
That's nice.
Wolfpack logo on the back. Don't mind the taco grease fingerprints on it, but
Can't even see
Terrible.
him until
Terrible.
you said something.
He's lying to you.
Opens up.
Bobby.
Did you have fun putting those together?
yeah. These are fantastic. Hey, listen, I owned a pizzeria for the last 6
Oh
years.
yeah, that's right. I remember that.
So I'm used to folding pizza boxes.
Sure.
So this wasn't too bad.
Let me tell you, Dennis
This
and I
is pretty
became
simple.
champs at assembling Gemini mailers. With
Oh, dude, I know, huh? I know.
I could do those in my sleep now.
I'm telling you, just a quick flip and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
once you
I remember when I first got it,
oh
I
my
opened
god.
up the case and they're all flattened out. And I'm like, well, I've never put one of these together before. And there's not even just a little stupid white piece of paper that just says
No.
A, B, or C, right?
No.
So I'm looking at it, flipping it around. So luckily I had one still from something I got mailed to me. So I cut it
Right.
all the way open and disassembled it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
No.
And it is. It's just this quick little twist. You're done. Throw the book in. Flat, 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 flat. Tape. Done.
It is. It's so funny because it's just like that. You get them and you just because I had a couple too, but you still don't get the flip because sometimes you'll go wait and you'll flip it. Okay, gotcha. But bro, once you get through about 100 of them, it's just like
yeah.
done, out gone, bro. Out of here.
Yeah.
It's a trip, man. It's a trip.
No, totally. So that's really cool. That box.
Yeah, so that comes with the $150 Captain's Club.
Right.
And if you get the Grand Admiral's deck, which is the $250 box, you get all that good stuff, but you also get the hardcover edition.
Oh man, a hardcover. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going all in.
Got to. Bro.
Yeah, that is cool.
Now I guess the
Got to.
question is though, I'm just curious from a mailing standpoint, because an original page of art from the book, that's bigger than the box though, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So you're gonna have to ship that flat separately or
We're gonna see. I'm gonna see because I'm toying with the idea of putting them in tubes. Because if I roll it this way, if I put it into a sleeve, you know what I'm saying, like 11 by 17 sleeve, so it doesn't roll onto itself, and then roll it almost like a poster. Because I could put almost a 3-inch, 2 to 3 inch tube in there as far as diameter goes, and put them in like that. If not, like I said, something you were gonna try. If not, then it's got to be shipped normally, which is fine. I got 11, but I got 12 by 18 boxes that I can mail them in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we either that or that's what we're gonna do, which is what we're thinking about doing as well, is getting 12 by 18 boxes and putting the artwork and then putting that box inside of there and then closing the whole thing up and wrapping it and sending it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That way you
box.
it's a box in the box. You know what I mean? That
And then you decide
way-
to do another box.
right.
Another box.
And it's what's in the box,
And lots of tape.
Wow, that's cool. Well, it looks like somebody bought you sold out of the Emperor's Throne.
Yes, we did. First day.
First day, about 20
Can't
minutes
even click
in.
on it. What's even though it's sold out, what's in Emperor's Throne? I can't
Shit.
click on it. And even though there's a picture there.
Everything that was in the Grand Admiral's deck, plus you got to be drawn in the story, plus you
there you go.
Plus you got the original cover work.
Oh, cool.
I think you got all 3 copies of God's Hand. What else was in there? The hardcover, so you got all that. I think that's what it was.
It was all 3 God's Hand, all 3 Justice City, the hardcover. I think it was 3 original sketches. You got to be a character in the book. You got the page that you were drawn in.
Yeah.
The cover artwork.
Plus cover artwork.
The T-shirt, the whole trading card set, the dog tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty hefty.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
First
really
day.
cool.
Yeah, that blew us away. We were on Lit Devil that morning. Yeah. That's what we started the day with, and 20 minutes in, somebody hit that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this guy's design, Gunnar Finn.
It came out really good, dude. It really did. We when I designed it, we designed it with different color schemes. You know how it is, you design something, you have these, you know, like, I don't know, man. And we sent it to the colorist, and he sent it back, and we were like, fuck, this is way better than the color scheme we went with. We're like, holy shit, man. You know, and it just, because it has this kind of really cool, iconic look to it, or feel to it. You know what I mean? Like when you look at it, it's like it invokes all the stuff you want it to invoke, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember right, I see it says bookmarks, but you guys had the metal ones, right?
Yeah, we got the metal ones. Sure. He's got them right there, I believe. Yeah.
Full screen.
I don't know.
Oh, nice.
It's a Justice City one.
Got that one and
that. We got the
oh, cool.
The Aqua Nero.
Oh, that turned out really nice.
And then we got the Ghost version.
Oh, I like that Ghost version. That's cool.
Yeah, I do too.
So we got those. What else we got? We got the mini print.
Which they are, yeah. Those will come out nice. We got a high gloss on them, so it looks like it's got a metal sheen to it. It's like
I almost thought it was metal. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like 130 pound stock with a high gloss finish.
The little dog tags.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
We got those. Some stickers.
Oh, of course.
Oh, and nice. And also we have so we unlocked the 12,000 stretch goal. Right. Which is the 3 trading cards. If you scroll down right under the pages, I believe, right under that, there's the bookmarks. Go down right there. Those 3 cards have been unlocked.
Oh, nice.
And then if we get to 13,000, all trading cards get upgraded to the enlarged size, the 3x5. We have some samples, as a matter of fact. The oversized trading card. Marcus we got some samples made. Show them how beautiful those things are.
That's the oversized?
Yeah.
This is oversized. Oh, yeah. This is a standard trading card.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and if you get the sets, which we have the 4 in the set, they'll come in the binder sleeve.
So we got
cool.
So they're pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, that's very cool.
That is awesome.
So we got that, and we also got the secondary ones.
Oh, cool.
So
there's 8 in all.
Well, this one is the card you got if you signed up and then backed the campaign. This is the 0 card. So that's the exclusive. All the other 3 are the stretch goal ones.
Right, and then the four you can buy that with any of the tiers. Like some tiers have 1 card, some tiers have 2, some have 3. So we have different sets. If you want to get a tier that has 2 trading cards, but you want the other 2, you can buy just the other 2 to get the full set. And if you do get the full set, if you do buy the full set, it'll come in the binder sleeve.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that turned out really nice.
So let's see. We shoot back up to the top. Oh, that didn't work. Stupid mouse, get up here. Here we go. Oh, you can make that. You can make it to get it unlocked.
That's what we're thinking, brother.
Yeah.
You know, feeling good about it. So, and then like you said, we have the $50 tier right there, which is the featured tier. So if people didn't get God's Hand, which was my first book, you could go and you could back this and you could get God's Hand. So.
And a metal bookmark.
And the metal bookmark. Standard copy.
Yep. That's cool. Come on. Why is the stupid mouse is giving me problems? Very cool. T-shirts, nice.
With every shirt, and you can get, the thing is you can get the T-shirt with any tier, right?
Right,
so
as an add-on.
You can get it as an add-on. Same thing with God's Hand. Any tier you get, if you want, God's Hand, you can get it. The thing is that we made the shirts so that any shirts that are purchased during this campaign, $5 from each sale goes to the Wounded Warrior Project. So we knew
nice.
we knew people may just wanted to buy the shirt, so we gave them the ability to just buy the shirt if they wanted.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
What size do your shirts go up to?
They go medium to 3X.
Okay. Sweet.
What do we got?
I'm
2
looking at
physical
the
copies.
Sergeant Stripes.
Nice. Your fulfillment's in June. Nice. Quick turnaround.
Late June.
Late June.
What'd you say? Late June?
Like last day.
I was like, yo, if I can fulfill one order by the last day of June, that counts as June.
It's true.
Man, once everything gets in there and you guys get them, I mean, it'll just become like a machine right after an hour.
It does. That when I did God's Hand, it was like that, man. Like it's like the initial like setting your post up so you like have everything in arm's reach. Like it takes you a minute to get your little thing down, but once you get your little system down and you got it, then it's like you machine, like you're saying it. You just machine it out, man. Machine it out. Second nature. Done.
Yep, that's exactly how I had it. I had stuff all just lined up in front of me. It was like Gemini this. I had the books all to the side, and yeah.
I think what I'm gonna try to do is make a trip up there because he's in Jersey. I'm in New Orleans, and make a shot, and go up there for a weekend, and that way I can help him, load up, and I can do all the signatures with him and shit like that, so everything can, at least put a dent in it for him.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest you guys come up for Heroes Con and set up, but they canceled it.
I know, dude. I'm dying to do Heroes Con, bro. Dying.
I know. We got to wait till next year. It looks like bummer.
I know, man. I'm trying to do. Was it Comic Palooza? I signed up for that, but I don't know if you were waiting
when
to
is
get
that?
back on it. I want to say that is end of July, maybe.
Where's that one at?
That's in Houston. That's a big one out of Houston.
Oh yeah.
They got Comic Palooza. The other one I heard they pushed back, but I haven't been able to get a line on is Pensacon. And Pensacola.
They did push it back. I was looking at that. It's May 20, the weekend, I believe, of May 23rd. So whatever that weekend, I think the 23rd is a Sunday, I believe. So 22nd, 23rd, or
they probably got it locked up, man.
Yeah,
I'd love it. That's another one I tried to hit. Because I was making a few of them right before everything went down, and because like I said, me and him had made. We used to make. We used to work for a dude, Brent Irwin, who was running Ape Entertainment, and he used to work. He used to work for Wizard. So Brent, we'd go to like Chicago Rosemont, man, when it was really nice, and you'd walk in, and DC would have the huge booth, and there'd be carpet everywhere and shit, and it was nice, man. Chicago was really, really nice, but then Wizard brought one to New Orleans, and I've been making that one every year. And that was cool going to that. But yeah, moving into some of these, because a lot of these conventions have turned into like expos, and they're not really true conventions. What I heard through the grapevine is that Heroes Con is a true comic book convention.
It is. Heroes is.
Yeah.
South Carolina was the one we were just at. Baltimore is.
Baltimore.
See, that's what I would like to do.
Yeah, MegaCon. We're kicking around doing MegaCon. Because it looks like that's going on, and that one's a decent comic one in Orlando.
It's in Orlando.
Yeah,
that's August 12, 13, 14, 15.
How's the availability? I mean, is it you have people just still dying to get in those places?
Well, it used to be kind of hard to get in. They had to have a certain number of people get up before you could get in. Mm-hmm. But I mean, honestly, I don't know anymore because, it kind of took a dip. And with COVID, we don't know how many people are backing out. So even here, I would say 80% of the people we knew were there, but some didn't want to make the trip yet. So who knows?
Yeah, MegaCon has applications up for.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot, bro. Because I would. I got all my God's Hand stuff at this time. Justice City will be out, so it'll be nice to go and bring it. Yeah, man. I'm game.
I would. And San
I think
Diego,
so.
I heard, just got pushed back.
Well, they're doing a small thing over Thanksgiving weekend, which is just like, I'm out. I'm not going.
Why would you? Why? I don't understand that. Why would you do that over Thanksgiving weekend?
I know, and it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which means if you're setting up, Thursday's your travel day.
Right.
Thanksgiving is your travel day.
Right.
You know why they did it? They just don't want people to really show up in California yet.
You think so?
Yeah, seriously. What there's what other explanation? It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't think they announced where it's going to be at yet either, because I don't think it's at the convention center.
Oh, I don't know.
Or if it is, it's only a small part of the convention center, because they don't plan on. I do know from talking to people, from what they told me, they don't plan on using the whole convention center like the regular show. They're just going to use like a quarter of it or something. So it's going to be smaller anyhow. But
I'm gonna hit you up after the show, Andy. Give me a list of some cons you think are worth going to and reaching out to, because I like going to the conventions. I like doing I like that aspect of it, meeting people. I like the face-to-face interactions and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm not worried about whatever. I don't shy away from any of that stuff. So I'd be interested to kind of getting my feedback in with some product now. You know,
man, I tell you, South Carolina, if attendance wise, it looked like the same attendance, if not maybe more than 2019.
Really?
And if it wasn't for people wearing masks and stuff, you'd have no idea.
You wouldn't even know, huh?
Wouldn't even know.
What is the policy? What's the policy of the actual like artist alley behind the table? Do you have to wear a mask the whole time, or what's the deal with that?
No. Rob was pretty good about it. Rob was like, my staff, and he's basically said all his staff has to.
Gotcha.
And then if you're coming in as a fan, there was a mask policy. But he's like, when you guys are sitting behind your table, if you don't want to wear it, don't. Because
gotcha.
it's like a restaurant.
Gotcha. 100%. 100%.
It's like you're sitting down behind a table, and whoever comes up to you, it's just like a waiter or waitress at a restaurant. Everybody that came up to me had something on.
But see, most of the other fans didn't. A lot of cosplayers were there, and they didn't wear them, and they didn't go enforce it either, because I think people are just done with it. So they let it be. If you wanted to wear it, wear it. Nobody's going to say anything. If you didn't, same thing. Nobody's going to say anything.
I like that. I do. I think I like that atmosphere. I really do. I feel like if you feel like you want to wear it, by all means, you should be able to wear your mask and not be ridiculed. You know what I mean? No big deal.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't want to wear a mask, you know what I'm saying? Whether you have had the vaccine or whether you've had COVID or whatnot, I think that's, what's happening, Eric? Eric I think
has arrived. Well, thank you.
Eric is on the scene, everybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's good, man. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, man.
People that weren't wearing them, I mean, when I was around, nobody said a word to them. And people that were.
Seriously, we do a lot of cons. I used to do 20, 25 a year. And, it kind of had those kind of vibes again. Everybody was there. Everybody hugged each other. I mean, we hadn't seen each other in forever. And, it was close other than a few people. And if they couldn't understand you, even the guests, if they were talking to you, asking you questions, they just pulled their mask down and talked to you. And nobody was like, it was good. Yeah. It was solid. It was kind of back to the old way. It was a little bit of normalcy.
That's good. That's real good.
Well, I mean, I had the big can of Lysol, so when somebody came up, I just I just hit them with a little squirt of Lysol when they go to pull of them.
When they go to pull that mask down,
right in their face. Yeah. So
Oh man,
you can't be too safe. What's up, Jay Lee?
Hey, Jay Lee.
What's happening, Jay Lee? I thought that was Jim Lee at first. I was like, hey, Jim Lee's in your comment section, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He's slumming it then.
It was a great convention. It was a great convention until Dennis sniped the book out from under me that I wanted.
What?
Oh man. Come on. Say it ain't so, Dennis.
You want to know what book it was? Can you see that?
Full screen so I can't see. Oh, look, see, Jim Lee is here. He knew you came. Look, he knew it.
In the house.
The algorithms told him you was about to show that book, and he showed up, bro. Holy
That's
shit.
right.
Look at
His name is Jim Lee. That's awesome.
So yeah,
There
so
you
you know,
go.
other than scrapping that right from under me, what are you going to do?
Man, that's beautiful. Man.
Oh, look, he's
That is
opening it
real-
up now.
He's got to show you what you're missing. You know what I mean?
Well, I was there. I was looking through it. So
He's like, I was there.
You know what? I sat down and read 220 pages while I was covering his table.
Now he's giving you the laugh.
that's okay.
Well,
I got
okay,
the-
but here's the real story. So he just
Right.
BS'd you.
He
So
was sleeping on it, huh?
I was going around, doing interviews. So I've got my gimbal and set up, and I'm interviewing vendors and everything like that going around. And I was next door, and I was interviewing, a great vendor that does all the jewelry. And all of a sudden, Andy's around the corner. He's holding this book. Dude, look what they got. Oh, my God, it's only $100. You need this. You need this. I looked at it because he knows I like big books, because I had just picked up. I had just gotten the artisan edition, the Jim Lee one. And I'm like, damn, that would go really good with it. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And he goes, dude, it's calling your name. So he's taunting me. So as soon as I'm done, I said I'm going to go next door. So I did. I went next door and I bought it. I talked to Smashers Comics who had it. I bought it from them. I took it back there and he goes, "Oh, you bought it?" He looked through it and he goes, "Damn, I want this now." and they had multiple copies, but they already sold out by the time he went back.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, oh well, I got the artist edition too. So no worries.
That was.
I was shilling for Smashers Comics because I knew I could
Right.
get Dennis to buy it.
This definitely sounds like something Marcus would have done to me. He would have snaked the book out. I'd have been like, "Oh, look how nice this book is."
Oh no, but yeah,
And
I'm way more cold blooded than that. I would have waited for you to tell me how much you wanted it, and then I would have bought it for myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then what he didn't tell you is when I left the table, he put a sticker of $200 on it and was going to try and sell it underneath me for $200 if somebody offered it.
Yeah, he would have made a profit.
Right. You'd have made. You look, Dennis. Think about it like this. He would have.
He was like, I was
You
lying
would've
to you
made-
the first time. You
you
really
would've
don't
made-
need the book.
Yeah. Listen, you would have made a good $30 profit on that book. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and Andy's got to take his commission fee. And everything.
exactly what he
I
said.
told him that too. I said, dude, you give me my 10% cut, the rest is yours.
He would tell you, I sold it. Look, I had to haggle with the guy. He bought it for, $130. So you made $15, bro. It's all good. Boom. It's
That's right.
win-win.
Yeah, then I would have had to go on eBay and order it because I knew I wanted it by then, and now it's $170 on eBay.
Mm.
Yeah.
For those just joining us, we were talking about, among other things, Justice City Chronicles Volume 1. We've got the creators in the house, so the link is in the description. So you can go back it if you haven't already and get yourself a copy. Some great reward tiers here. The featured tier, $50. Physical copy of Justice City Chronicles Volume 1. Physical copies of God's Hand #1. Both books signed. And a metal bookmark. And those metal bookmarks are also good weapons. So if somebody breaks into the house, you can slice and dice with it.
You can
we
do that.
discussed that first time they were on, what great weapons they would make.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jay Lee says GladCon went good. Big one set up for Dallas in September. Oh, that's Dennis's favorite city.
So what's going on in Dallas?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to. Jay Lee backed it for you guys on launch night. So there you go.
Oh, there you go.
I don't
Good
know.
deal,
I'll have to
bro.
go
Thank
Google
you, Jay.
search.
Thank you, brother.
So James, what's the one in September in Dallas? What's that one called?
Yeah, don't tease us, James. You got to tell us. Send a link.
Considering Anthony already got us onto Houston here.
Yeah, man.
Dennis and I could road trip it to Dallas.
Boy, that's a hell of a road trip.
Well, I mean, I figure I get in a passenger seat, take a sleeping pill, wake me when we get there. Goes by like that.
Yep.
That's usually what I
that's
do.
That's about the way it would work.
Oh, Fan Expo. Okay.
Fan
Yeah.
Expo. That's why. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's located where America's team is located. So
Green Bay, Wisconsin?
I was about to say.
no. I don't think the tourism of Green Bay, Wisconsin is the same as the tourism of Dallas.
No, but their let's see, their Pro Football Hall of Fame is bigger. Their merchandise, the Pro Center, yeah, I think everything's bigger there except for the stadium.
That's right. Well, you know. Oh, that's cool. Well, congratulations there, James. Yeah, we'll have to look into it.
Yeah, Fan Expo. I heard of that.
Well, Fan
Let me
Expo is
check
the
it out.
guys that do MegaCon. So,
Same people then.
yeah, same company and stuff. So, that do that. So, yeah, have to definitely check it out. What the heck?
That'd be good, man. Marcus,
back
you
out there.
down to do some conventions, Marcus?
Yeah, what the hell?
What's it
Yeah,
been?
what the
What's it
heck?
been,
He's laid
Marcus?
back.
15 years?
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Yeah, I think. When was the last one I went to?
Probably. You know what? To
Wizard.
be honest with you, it's got to be closer to 14, maybe. Maybe
Yeah,
14.
Wizard World, Texas.
Was it
maybe.
Dallas? Was it in Arlington? It was in Arlington.
Yeah,
Oh, Wizard
Yeah.
World.
Yeah, the one in Arlington right there.
yeah.
The Wizard World's one's just, unfortunately, it's just pop culture. It's not.
It's not.
comic.
Yeah,
There's no
it-
focus.
it's not any. Well, because that's the thing is we were telling. I was telling somebody this the other day. He had stayed out for a little longer than me. When I came back, I dropped out for a couple of years, I guess, and came back around 12. But I hadn't been to one in like 06 with him. And that's when it was still like, comic book conventions were comic book conventions. If you went to Artist Alley, it was all aspiring comic book artists. There was no such thing as print vending. You couldn't get away with that. They wouldn't let you do that shit. And when I came back in 12, it had totally started to shift. Like when I showed up in 12, I showed up with a portfolio. I'm thinking I'm about to stand in line, and like there's no publishers. Marvel's not there. There's no publishers there, and I'm like, well, what is this? And then there's all these people selling prints and T-shirts and beard oils and all kind of. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? What happened? And it took me a while to kind of catch up to all that. It had turned into these expos now, like you're saying, these pop culture expos where it's like you could be in there selling comic book shit and be next to somebody who's doing plushies, and this person over here selling steampunk shit, and that person over there is making pillows, and it's weird, man.
Yeah,
And they still have comic dealers and stuff, but that's not why. That's the majority of the people aren't coming for that.
A lot of
for the actors and stuff.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot of times too, their setups are trash, man, because the one year, I want to say it was 16, I think it was 16, Wizard World, and you wonder sometimes who makes these decisions. But Wizard World set everything up, and it was one of the best setups I've ever seen if you're going to do a show like that. And so what they did was they ran the hall like long ways, and they had the main entrance where you came in, right? And then so it was like a little kind of like you would come from the lobby, you'd come into this big little area, get your tickets and shit, and you could just enter through this one little portal, this one little thing you could enter through. You could leave through multiple exits, but when you entered, what you had was all the vendors, you had to cycle through them. Then you cycled through Artist Alley. Then you got to the autographs in the very, very back. But it was cycled, so you had to cycle through everything to get there. And it wasn't wide, it was narrow and long. So it was, you know what I mean? So there wasn't that many aisles so you wouldn't, if you walked in, because sometimes you walk in and it's like you look this way and you look this way and it's like, Jesus, there's like 30 aisles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get lost in all that stuff. This was narrowed down, and and everyone at the show made money, and everybody loved it. The next year, they completely did something totally different. They had just they put the autograph people like almost to the front, and nobody made money, and everybody was pissed, man. And they were like, why did you do that? Why didn't you just stick with what worked?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
It's like a grocery store. You got to put that milk and stuff in the back so you get people to go through the store.
Yep, that's exactly it. Man, up in Chicago, if you're going to go up to the Chicago area, you know, the Wizard World and stuff, it's just not. But C2E2 is a good comic.
I heard
convention.
that. I heard.
Oh,
that.
C2E2 is a real fun one, and that's in December
Chicago.
this year.
Yep. And it's very comic focused. Another one everybody's been trying to get me to go to for years is Dragon Con. But
I
I'm
heard
like,
that too.
Dragon
I like
Con
Dragon
is
Con.
fun, but it's not comic centric. I mean,
No.
if you're a cosplayer, it is the place to be every year. But, you know, for comic dealers and artists and stuff, that's just not what most of the people are going there for.
Right.
No, and you know, if you have the right genre of book, you know, out that you might do well there. But, you know, for me, for instance, I set up there once, like over a decade ago, and I think I left Saturday halfway through the day because I wasn't doing anything because I'm basically a superhero guy, and Dragon Con, that's just not what Dragon Con is.
Right.
It's fantasy.
So what is it like, more like fantasy anime type stuff?
Yeah, totally.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
anime is a different crowd, man. I've done a few anime cons, and it's a different energy. It's much different. God's Hand is like a supernatural thriller that has like you know, werewolves, monsters, and stuff like this. And somebody was tipping me up, and they were like, because I never thought of it either, because I was always a superhero cat. And they were like, look, dude, there was like those horror conventions, bro. Then people spend money, dude. They spend big money on horror conventions. And I didn't, you know, I never even thought of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never even been to one, because that's never been my bag. It just so happens that, you know, with God's Hand, it was the first time I kind of delved into that and kind of mixed those two worlds together. But
well, you know what, Andy, what's that big convention, that horror convention here? Monsters Bash, Monsters Ball.
It's Monster something, but it bounces around. I don't know if it was here in 2019.
Yeah, it was here because I think that was the year that William Shatner was here, because they wanted me, because that's the only signature I'm missing, because he was going to talk about Twilight and all of that stuff, you know, his other kind of stuff. And I couldn't go to it because I was already gone somewhere else. They didn't have it this last year. But yeah, you'll have to check. There's a really good one that's actually in Charlotte that has a hell of a draw.
Okay.
I haven't been to it yet because I was usually at a different convention.
It's not bad. I've gone just to walk around and stuff because, you know, I like that stuff. And, you know, there's artists there, a few artists there, and obviously people with books to sell, whether it's novels or, you know, graphic novel type stuff. But once again, you know, as long as you have the proper genre, which you probably do, you know, with God's Hand, then yeah, you could probably make a go of it and stuff, you know.
James, you on Twitter, man? Because if you are, look me up, and because I don't talk to you about some of the stuff out in Dallas and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great city, I know that, and I'm not just saying it for the Cowboys. I mean, it's a nice city because I've been there for a show.
Exactly.
I've never been to Green Bay for a show.
Oh, that was cold, man. That was
that's because it's too cold for Andy up there. He'd have to wear big jackets in the summer.
I know. I will tell you, man. One thing I did love about Wizard World Chicago was the weather, man. Chicago in August is beautiful, man.
Yep.
You'd go, it'd be like 85, zero humidity, but you'd be on top of it going like, wow, this is great. And then I would get off the plane back to New Orleans, and I mean literally, when you got off of the plane into the little tunnel, the humidity would just attack you, Jack. It would just, you could just feel it hit you as soon as you walked off the plane, man. It's terrible.
Haley's Twitter handle.
Yeah, keep that up for a second. Let me see.
Sure.
Let's see.
No problem.
You can talk, Marcus. Buy me some time, bro, while I'm doing this. Christ, bro.
Yeah, but he can't.
How long does it take you to like write that?
I mean, it's almost.
You wonder
10
why
letters long.
you see why I throw your ass under the bus all the time, huh? This is the kind of no respect over here. No respect.
Listen, I try and be nice, and you still throw me under the bus.
No
so what
respect,
difference does it make?
bro. No respect.
Wait, who's the writer and who's the artist?
No
the writers
respect,
are typically
bro.
quicker.
That's right. You should have had Marcus writing.
That's the word on the street, man. You know, they're quicker. They don't last. They don't last as long. You know.
Here we go.
They don't have the stamina. You know what I mean?
So have you guys seen Godzilla vs. Kong?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yes. You haven't seen it yet?
No. I thought you were going to tell me if it was any good. I've been still waiting to hear from you. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'll tell you."
Well,
you know,
we did meet. We just met the one person who hasn't seen it now.
There you go.
Right.
I still haven't seen Titanic, so you know what I mean. So I'm keeping my role going, baby.
Wow.
So then, I guess, Marcus, are you Team Kong or Team Zilla?
Come on, Marcus, tell the truth.
I was Team Kong. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. Yes, I was about to remove you if you said Godzilla.
How will you grow up? But Marcus is my age, right? He's not old though, like Andy is, right? So he's a young.
Whoa! Dennis is only a month younger.
Whoa! It doesn't matter. Andy is the elder in this group. Yes, everybody.
We grew up on Godzilla. We grew up on Godzilla, not on King Kong. First time I seen King Kong was in the Jeff Bridges movie. And I mean, he didn't fight nobody. He
you know what?
Got shot down.
Dude,
Godzilla was our hero. Godzilla used to fight monsters on our behalf.
I'm telling you, I don't remember saying it's King Kong, king of the monsters. No, that's Godzilla.
Just saying.
Right, he got zipped around by King Kong.
I grew up in New York. My dad worked in the Empire State Building. You know how many things I have with the fucking Empire State Building and Kong on it? So that was like my first exposure. Then it was Godzilla. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know.
I am right there.
I know. I can feel you. Marcus is he's conflicted. Like, you know, like Ben Solo, he's conflicted.
Listen, I got nothing against Godzilla.
Ben Solo.
Wow. I can feel it. You know what I mean?
I love watching King Kong.
I was out.
All right. Yeah, fucking Raylo.
I love watching Kong beat the crap out of Godzilla in that movie.
They were both Team Kong. I was Team Godzilla. I was Solo. And I was like, you know, the movie's going to be good. One of them's going to have to win one. One of them's going to have to win one. And then they're going to have to go together against Mecha. That was the only way it was. I thought they did it good. They gave love to both of them.
I hope they get the rights from Toho again. I'd like to see them continue the franchise.
It's good. It was solid.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was a Godzilla Hotel in Tokyo, so that's pretty cool.
That makes sense.
I would hope parts of it is smashed. Just, you know, to give it the feel. I like to walk into the lobby and like ceilings falling down and shit.
It looks like it's a disaster, but no, this is part of the aesthetics. You know, you sleep on the floor in the rubble. It makes it very authentic. You know?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. There's a hole in the roof of the lobby, and Godzilla's foot sticking through it.
Yeah, no.
No, but you heard Legendary is doing. They're gonna do a Gundam movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Live action. Nice.
So they're all in.
On top of it, Godzilla doesn't climb on top of buildings. That's Kong's thing. Godzilla can't even get his own thing, Dennis. He's got to climb on top of buildings.
That's because he would crush it. It's a fake one.
Ridiculous.
He smashed.
All I know is during the movie,
climb buildings. He's too big.
During the movie, the big fight happened in Hong Kong, and they destroyed half the city. And I leaned over to Dennis and I go, apparently these monsters didn't get the notice of Stop Asian Hate because they were literally destroying Hong Kong.
Terrible.
Well, and I didn't know it was Hong Kong. I swear to God, it was Portland they were in.
It almost looked like Portland too. From street level, it had a Portland
Portland, Tokyo, man. You never been.
The only thing that's weird about it is it kind of felt like they geared this as a third Godzilla movie,
Yeah.
But when you watch it, and Anthony, you'll get this right away. It's definitely a Kong centric movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so that was like my only well, they're really leading with Kong, and he's like, the good guy in this one, but it was good shit.
Godzuki. Do you guys know who Godzuki is?
I don't.
I've heard of
Sorry.
it.
Andy's like, I've heard of him.
That was back from the original, the old cartoon from the 80s. It was Godzilla, and he had a son named Godzuki.
Oh my God!
And it's even part of the song.
Oh, and the little Godzilla.
The little guy.
I remember
Yes.
that now. I do remember that now. He was teaching him how to shoot the little shit out of his
reference.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That is an awesome way back reference.
Oh, good
Apparently, I didn't kill all my brains.
Oh wait, it's from a cartoon.
Yeah,
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Good old
Oh
Godzuki.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I do remember that some.
Yeah, it was the family on the boat, and they always had to push the button whenever they needed to call Godzilla, and they would call Godzilla.
See, that's the thing with Godzilla, though. I couldn't, even as a kid, looking at the old movies from the 50s and stuff, I just couldn't get into him. So I'm like, he looks so stupid. It's a dude in a suit. It's a dude in a suit walking on models. I just could not get into it.
I guess you didn't like Power Rangers either, fucking Andy. Jesus Christ.
Man, Dennis, don't even start. Power Rangers was after Dennis and I grew up.
No.
I mean, so was G.I. Joe. I know you were jamming on G.I. Joe. So was Transformers.
No, G.I. Joe was
Thundercats.
around in the early. Wait, when did Power Rangers first come out?
That was, I don't know. I
Early
didn't watch
90s.
it. I hated on Power
that
Rangers
was-
because
yeah.
I was like, what is this? A Voltron ripoff? What kind of bullshit is this? Bro?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah,
it was called
early
Voltron back
90s.
in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was long.
No, I never got into that. But no, I like G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, Thundercats Ho.
See, and that was my after school stuff. My early morning 6 a.m. was Robotech, 6:30 was Starblazer, and then I'd get home from school and it was G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Thundercats.
And then Wheel of Fortune, and that's when you knew it was time to pack it in. Grandma would be like,
Wheel of
Fortune's coming on, baby.
You know what's crazy is the first cartoon I actually remember that stuck in my brain. I must have been like maybe 6.
Please don't tell me it's Fritz the Cat, bro.
No. Battle of the Planets.
Oh yeah, I like Battle of the Planets.
Yeah. That was like the first thing that like go ahead.
I don't know. I remember either Johnny Quest or Speed Racer. Like I remember those two. Johnny Quest for sure, man. Like that one. That was the one used to come on in the morning. Johnny Quest used to come on in the morning. And I remember catching Johnny Quest and shit. Either that or Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes with Bugs Bunny and shit. That's another. Bugs Bunny, Popeye, and all that shit used to roll in the morning. But as far as the like action cartoons, Johnny Quest and Speed Racer for sure.
Yeah, no, I remember all those. Man, when it came to Speed Racer, I take Speed Racer over Johnny Quest. I love that car. I was a car guy. So that car was the Mach 5.
I know.
I've got one up on my shelf. I love that thing. So
Thunder,
I would definitely take that over.
Thunder, that was all Hanna-Barbera shit.
Oh, I loved all that Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Herculoids.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, that was good stuff. That's when cartoons were great.
Well, there's just not that. I mean, I haven't checked. But with all the stupid channels out there now, obviously you can get up at any time of day and turn on and find cartoons.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
But there's something really like special knowing it's like, nope, this is the only time I can watch this. And on Saturday mornings, I got my cartoon block I can watch. And then that's it. But now it's like, just click it on anytime, you know?
That's it. I think that's the case against immortality. Right, nothing. You live for. There is no specialness to it because it's forever. Whereas when it's limited and you can only have access to it for a short period of time, it becomes these special moments and shit.
See, it used to be like alarm clocks. You know, I knew I had to be up before 6 a.m. to watch my show, and I knew I had to have my ass home by 3:30 at night in order to start my cartoons after school. Other than that, yeah, it's not so bad. The middle of the day you're in school.
That's right. That's right. I mean, he's bringing up all the old school stuff. Robotech, I remember that. Thundercats, Voltron. I never watched Dragon Ball.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Interest in Dragon Ball.
You're missing out, bro. Dragon Ball Z. Let me tell you something. I promise you, listen to me, man. Dragon Ball Z, as far as saga goes, Z is by far one of the greatest sagas that you'll ever watch, because the characters develop from the beginning. You could even get into Dragon Ball. I wasn't into Dragon Ball when he's a kid, but essentially the saga runs from when he's a kid all the way until he has grandkids, and the characters develop. It's good, man. It really is. And I fuck with Marcus all the time. So I'm like, man, and then to watch the character develop, specifically between him and Vegeta and shit like this, it's really well written, man. It really is. It's not like a Pokemon. It's not like that. It's actually pretty good, man. Straight up.
Yeah. And Robotech, they had 3 different series. I own all 3 of those on DVD. They've never put them out in anything other than that, but that was great. And Voltron, they had the lions, which most of the people talk about, and then they also had the ships,
the vehicles. Yeah, man.
Right.
And then they had.
See, Dennis wants this.
Maybe
you can trade him your big X-Men book for it, Dennis.
Master production book. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would
you trade your big X-Men book for that?
No.
I like that tone.
Listen. I would trade his big X-Men book for that.
There you go. So would Andy, just out of spite.
No, I'll just steal it next time I come over.
Oh, that is cool.
Dragon Ball Z is the best character development after the Cell Saga fell off.
It started to. It started to. But I mean, if you go through like the Saiyan Saga and stuff, like Super was pretty good, man. They did. They did this Dragon Ball GT, which they tried to recapture, but they didn't have the original creator and shit, and it just didn't quite hit. But then they made Dragon Ball Super, and they brought the original creator back to do it, and it's good. It's good, man. So I don't know if you're looking for real. If you want to watch like he's saying, if you want to watch Dragon Ball Z, Saiyan Saga, and Frieza Saga, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's one of the biggest memes comes from Dragon Ball Z, and it's 2 of them. Why Marcus knows one where he goes, "This isn't even my final form." I don't know if you've ever seen that meme, but that comes from Dragon Ball Z. And then there's another meme about Frieza in the thing. He says, "I'm going to destroy the planet in 5 minutes," right? And he blows a hole through the planet, and so in 5 minutes the planet is going to blow up, and Goku's got to beat him in 5 minutes before the planet blows up. So they start fighting, and like 20 episodes later, they're still fighting, and everybody's like, "God damn, bro, how long is this 5 minutes, man?"
I know, right?
It's been essentially 12 hours, and it just, I don't know. It's anybody who's ever watched Dragon Ball Z, if you ask them about the 5 minutes on Planet Namek, they all know. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's the longest 5 minutes ever."
It's a lot like Naruto. My kids were into Naruto, and they were always running through a forest. And every time it was literally the same scene, and I'd come back like 3 days later, they're still sitting at the computer, and they're running through the forest. I'm like, "Why are you guys watching the same episode?" "Dad, that was 14 episodes ago." I'm like, "What?" And then a week later, they're running through the forest. I'm like, literally, it's the same. The artist only had to do literally a 30-second segment.
Oh, sure.
And it probably was like 50 hours of runtime.
Yeah,
but that was kind of like He-Man though. You ever remember he'd run up on a door. Yeah, he'd run up on a door and he'd wind up for the punch, and it's like he's hitting bricks, and it's like,
yeah,
I've seen that before. Or the tuck and roll,
the tuck and roll, bro.
Oh yeah,
totally. Tuck and roll, man.
They reuse that stuff all the time. Backgrounds and stuff back then.
Oh my god.
100%.
Yeah, that's what bugged me up because it's like, because it's like He-Man and the Transformers. Transformers are right. And then you got Thundercats. And I remember like the opening.
The intro to Thundercats.
The intro. And I was like, holy shit, this is good. Bro. Like, I think even that first, like the pilot episode, because I remember they premiered that. It was late. It was like evening when they premiered that the first time. I was like, this is so good. It was the same thing with Silverhawks. The opening to Silverhawks is really good.
The opening is, let me tell you what, they did it with the same cats because they did Thundercats and they did Silverhawks and they did Tiger Sharks. Tiger Sharks didn't last as long, but they had that same energy and that same feel. But those openings, let me tell you, the opening for Thundercats to this day, hands down, one of the best openings to any cartoon that I've seen, straight up.
And believe it or not, the second I would say is Brave Star. I mean,
Brave Star was
good. Catchy.
Dude, Brave Star is good. You know, we watched somebody played the intro to Cops. Cops was like right on the heel. Cops. Dude, the intro to Cops is fucking, it's banging, dude. It's banging, bro. It really is. The movement, the music and shit. It's good, man. It really is. It's a shame what these kids have to put up with these days, bro. It really is, bro.
Oh, Sad, you see that new Thundercats shit? And I'm like, oh, what?
Oh, I cannot deal with that.
I can't believe that, bro. I can't believe they did that. Nobody did anything. Look, I showed I showed my kids the original Thundercats, and then my little girl who's 7 years old, I showed them, they watched the original Thundercats, and then I showed her that, and she's like, what's this? And I'm like, that's the new Thundercats. She's like, this looks stupid. You know what I mean? Like, and so even as a child, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm not watching that. It's terrible.
But what about this He-Man?
Oh yeah. Oh, look, the best looking He-Man of all time. No
Those
doubt.
Boots.
Holy crap, Andy, you put a wig on.
I did.
He-Man and
It's Stifler.
Saved at Money Supermarket, and now they feel
That dude that plays He-Man looks familiar in the face.
It looks like Stifler.
Well, he's wearing a bodysuit, which is funny. It's like, wait, you couldn't cast somebody big enough? Because that does not look like real skin.
And this was a supermarket commercial.
Oh my God. Oh, my eyes. They're
The actor playing Skeletor is like, no, I want Skeletor. I don't want anybody to see my face.
I can't unsee that.
He-Man and Skeletor, your soul money supermarket.
This is a supermarket commercial.
Yeah, I think it was.
Damn.
So yeah.
Wow. The sad part is you knew about it. I didn't know.
That's why I took the full screen away, because I just Googled or I YouTube searched He-Man and figured it's got to come up, and it did. So
there's a Saturday morning cartoon right there.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
God, that was an awesome cartoon.
There's a car commercial for Dungeons and Dragons, supposedly.
Wow.
I know. I don't know what that is.
I don't know why he would dare to say that about that cartoon.
What?
Gay. What about Defenders of the Earth? I remember that.
I watched
that's all. There's a lot of fun stuff. I love
Visionaries.
the Phantom.
Visionaries.
Visionaries. I remember those.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember those. I watched a documentary the other day. I don't know if you ever seen it, but there's a documentary on Batman the animated series about how it came about. Man, that let me tell you something. That's a really good documentary to watch because they talk about the people who put it together. And it was saying the writer that they got, because they were talking about how they were when they used to make the cartoons Super Friends and stuff like this, man. And they were like, dude, it was so difficult to make the cartoons because it was almost like back in the day with the comics code. Like there was this, like I was saying, like there was one part where they couldn't punch people, right? So they were like, we had them punch these spiders, and then we brought it in, and they were like, well, are the spiders okay? And he's like, so we actually had to put in another scene that showed the spiders walking away so you could see that they weren't hurt. And it was just like there was so much we couldn't do. And the lead dude who wrote a lot of the episodes from the Batman animated series, he was doing that, and he was really dejected. And I can't remember her name, man, but you want to talk about just females in the industry. This lady, there was her, the lady who did the orchestra and the score, and the lady who casted all the actors' voices. Those three ladies, dude, instrumental in making Batman the animated series what it is today. And she brought that guy over, and she was like, "Look, we want to hire you from Disney. We want you to do this." And he's just like, "I'm not doing this if I can't have fist fights and gunfire." And she's like, "Do whatever you want," because Spielberg had came on with the was it Animaniacs? When they were doing the small versions, Tiny Toons, and so they were doing that, and so they had kind of carte blanche to do what they wanted. And she said, "Look, come here, write it how you want it." And your boy was like, and he went over there and he started writing and shit. And they were just like, we really went after this, totally different than any other cartoons that had come before, as far as tone and stuff like that. And they were like, man, it's a good documentary, man. If you get a chance to check it out, it's
that's
good.
Cool.
Dude. It's
I didn't
real
know about
good.
that.
Yeah, it's real good.
That's cool.
I sent it to you, Marcus. Did you watch it? No.
We're popping this up. It looks like you got a little more. One more.
Oh, look at that.
So there you go.
Yeah, that was Dennis.
Nice.
Big Dennis.
I bet Dennis is getting a shirt, isn't he?
Which one you got, Dennis?
I got the one because I didn't get your first one, so I did the featured one because it's got both
you're right.
parts.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
Yeah, and I did ask about the shirt because depends on the shirt. I'm a 3X or so.
Or so.
In that neighborhood,
Very cool. Well, guys,
man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, Dennis. Thank you, man.
No, it looks great. I'm excited. I kind of figured I was going to, when we had you on the first time, but I really kind of wanted to see it when it came out. Well, I've had so much going on. I haven't been keeping up with the ones that
I know, man.
Yeah,
it's tough, man. It really is. There's so many good projects that are out right now. It's tough to keep up with them. I mean, it really is, man. You see things and you're like, oh man, I really like that. I'm gonna catch it next week and shit. And it's just like 2 months later, you're like, wait, I didn't get that. Wait, hold on. You got to go look back through your list because you're like,
right?
No, man, I had that. And you look through and you're like, no, it's not there. And you're like,
yeah. Andy just reminded me of one like a few weeks ago, and he goes, "Dude, you did back this, right?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm pretty sure I did when we talked about it." Oops. And then other ones, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I didn't, but I am going to now." Bam, and then I went and got it right away. But yeah.
Cool, man. Thank you, brother.
You're very welcome. I can't wait to read it. Very excited. So I will expect it late June.
That's what we're shooting for.
Late June. Late June.
There you go.
The final hour.
We'll put a little extra in yours, bro.
There we go, buddy.
All right. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap it. But I want to thank you boys for coming on again.
No, thank you for having us on. Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure, Andy.
Hopefully, in replays and stuff, get you some more. I know every little bit helps and stuff.
It does. It does. I just like coming on and hanging out and bullshit, man. I really do.
No, that's good.
I like selling. Don't get me wrong, I do. But hanging out with good people and talking shop and just talking shit sometimes I enjoy that.
No, and we definitely, we really do appreciate it because we're a growing channel and stuff. So anytime somebody comes on, I always feel like, oh my God, they're coming on our channel. So,
He's talking about me, Marcus. I just want
No, yeah.
well, you guys can figure it out. But thanks everyone. Justice City Chronicles. The link is in the description. The link for First Man is in the description. The book ships out the next day. I've got them all here, and I'm almost shipping out stuff daily. So thanks everybody for backing mine as well, and check that out. And we'll be back Wednesday night with Freddie Williams II to talk about his career and his new book, The Bequest. And until then, we'll see you guys on Wednesday night. So bye everybody.
Bye-bye.